Okay, so today I wanted to give you guys my review of the Minnesota Lynx and Golden State Valkyries game that just happened. So first off, we start off with Napheesa Collier, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. And I must say it's good for Napheesa Collier to be back. I did not review the last game because I did not watch it. Like I said, I'm a fan of players, so while Paige was out, I'm not watching any Wins games. While Napheesa was out, I was not about to watch a game. I watched this team for her solely, so it's good to have her back. I think it was something with her knees, so she's back. And so, yeah, not her most efficient day from the field, 8 of 18 from the field, and then 44% and then 56.9% true shooting. But, it's the knee thing, I will give her some grace for that. But, she played well. Like, that one tweet rings so true. It was like, you think Napheesa Collier is, like, not having a good game, and you look and somehow she has 20 points. Like, the announced during the game, she had 21. I was like, okay. Like, she had some good shots. Like, that fadeaway is so pure. A fadeaway is so pure, and just her doing what she does. I mean, she had 2 threes this game. Her on defense was great as well. 2 steals and 1 block. I forgot to share that as well, but, defensive demon. Yeah, Napheesa Collier's great. Napheesa Collier's great, and she did what she needed to do this game. So, yeah, she did good. Now we go into Courtney Williams. So, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and then 2 steals. So, yeah, for the most part, I mean, it was a decent game for her and everything. 8 out of 17 is not good. And there was definitely a point where I felt like she was taking way too many shots. And there was a point in the third quarter, I'm like, why are they not feeding the ball to Napheesa for more? Like, some of the shot selection, I was like, what are y'all doing? And, they got it together and they closed out the game as they always do. But there's certain points where I feel like she should be taking less shots and giving it to Napheesa or, McBride or something like that. But I mean, hey, 3 threes, I'll give her that. Only 1 turnover. So, I can appreciate the assist to turnover ratio, getting 2 steals. So, I can appreciate that. Now we look at everybody else. Kayla McBride, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 60% from the field. For the most part, a good game. She be having some back-breaking turnovers, though, but, this is what her second, third game back. I'll give some grace. So I will say that. Okay. Next up, we have Carlton, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 44% from the field. Ooh, but, whatever, she did her part. Heidemann, 8.0 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 50% from the field. Yeah, Heidemann is a really good clutch time player, and, she makes some great plays. She won the last game, they said, with the last shot and everything like that. There was a few games ago and everything where she was really clutch in the fourth quarter. So yeah, appreciate that. And then next up, Elena Smith. Not her best. And then Samuelson, yeah, only 24% from the field. Not great. And then here's everybody else who played for them. Okay. So why did the Lynx win this game? It's always the same stuff. That I say. They can just always get it together. Like, this whole game was kind of back and forth in the beginning, like in the first half. I think that maybe the Valkyries were winning by like 2 points after the first half went. And so there you go there. And then the third quarter and everything like that, you kind of started to feel a little bit of a momentum shift. And then they were able to buckle down and get it together toward the end of the third. So you have that. And then the fourth quarter, I just knew that game was over. Like, no matter what happens to Lynx, 90% of the time, I don't care how much they're losing by, they are going to get it together. So, yeah, just connectivity, playing team basketball, being able to play defense, being able to get scops. But Valkyries gave them hell of a game, though. I will say, though. But, I enjoyed watching this for the most part. Now onto the Valkyries. Okay, so Burn, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 63% from the field, 1 block. Extremely ethical. Good game. Kayla Thornton, I think she was the one who had her nose injured and then she had to leave the game. Hopefully I remember that correctly. 50% from the field. It's not bad. 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Okay, so a little bit of defensive work too. And then next up, Kate Martin, 19 points, 14 minutes, 4 rebounds. She was really good off the bench. Okay, she was getting some tough layups. She hit some threes, so she was really productive in her time from the bench. She played well. Hayes, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 50% from the field. Okay, period. And then Salon, 5.6 rebounds, 3 assists. Yeah, this was not a good game. I mean, this is my first time watching this team. Okay, so I will say that, and then I'll give some flowers at the end, mind you. 5 Bentley, 5 points, and then everything else, and then Billings. And then here is everybody else. I thought Van Loo would have had more. I don't know. I felt like she was more productive than that. But, I mean, hey, at least 4 assists. So, you had that as well. So, why did they lose this game? If we look at the advanced metrics, it always tells you what you need to know. So, 24-65 from the field, not great. Like I said, it was really competitive in that first half and everything, but 9 of 34 from the 3. And see, I think that's kind of the problem. Because in the beginning, they were able to keep up and they were able to play really good defense and they were hitting from 3 and, like, making a lot of good shots. But when you live and die by the 3, that's where the problems go. 9 of 34 from 3. 3. You know, that's part of the reason why they lose this game, obviously. 18 to 22 free throws. Okay, so they cashed in most of that. 15 turnovers, not great. 44 rebounds and 15 assists. So, I mean, that kind of tells a story why they lost. And I mean, yeah, I mean, they put up a hell of a fight, though. Like I said, this is my first time watching them play, okay? And so actually seeing them, and like they played well, like defensively, like to keep up with a team like the Minnesota Lynx, like defensively, you know, I have to give 10s for that because they're a great defensive team. And then, you know, often, like I said, the first, like, it was really close. It was really close. But, you know, that third quarter was a separator, and fourth quarter, you know, Lynx just drove it home, did what they did best. I think they actually had a run in the fourth quarter, but, you know, the Lynx are going to put a stop to that. Lynx are going to put a stop to that. Like, Lynx are one of the best closing teams in the WNBA, okay? But it was a really entertaining game. It was a really entertaining game. Saw a lot of stuff that I liked and everything like that. So yeah, it's a good team. It was a good team. You know, I agree with someone else. I was sleeping a little bit. So yeah, I'm still only gonna watch them when I play my teams for the most part. But it was a good game. To give the Lynx a close game and everything like that. Yeah, you know, until the fourth. You know, the fourth they ass beat. But you know, you can respect that. So it was a good game. Let me know what you guys think down below. You know, who do you guys think were the best players? What are your favorite plays? We can kind of continue that too.